Live from WSLS, this is 10 News at Noon, working for you.
Thanks for joining us on WSLS.com. I'm Patrick McKee. A history-making day for the nation today. President Trump is on the brink of impeachment as the House prepares for a historic vote. As Susan McGinnis reports, the president isn't keeping quiet about it.
The House will be in order.
History unfolds on Capitol Hill. The 45th U.S. president, set to become only the third ever to be impeached. Ahead of an expected vote later today, lawmakers debate the two articles of impeachment, charging the president with abuse of power for trying to enlist a foreign power for his own political benefit and obstruction of Congress for blocking lawmakers from investigating his actions.
That is what brings us here today, to decide nearly 2.5 centuries later whether the United States is still a nation where no one is above the law.
After 6 hours of debate in the House, virtually all Democrats are expected to vote to impeach. Republicans in lockstep supporting the president, accusing Democrats of having it in for him since day one.
It's going to be a deeply partisan vote, coming at the end of an unfair and rushed process prescribed solely by Democrats to ensure a predetermined result.
The president acknowledging today's outcome is virtually assured, tweeting, "Can you believe I will be impeached today by the radical left?" Again asserting he did nothing wrong, asking for a prayer, and taking no responsibility for his circumstances.
No, I don't take any, zero.
After a Senate trial in January, he is unlikely to lose his office. But today, finding himself in rare company with only two other presidents in history to be impeached. Neither Presidents Johnson nor Clinton were removed from office. President Nixon resigned before the House could vote on impeachment. In Washington, Susan McGinnis, NBC News.
We will turn now to your forecast, where we are enjoying finally some sunshine, but that wind is making it feel quite cold. Let's get over to Beverly Perry to see if that wind's going to die down. And if we're going to warm up, Beverly, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Yes, the wind will finally die down, but unfortunately, we have to get through today first. But as you mentioned, we are seeing a lot of sunshine out there. Finally seeing that live look at our Virginia Tech sky cam in Blacksburg. Just a few clouds off into the distance, still dealing with that strong wind. It is really putting a chill in the air. It's out of the northwest. It is running between basically 15 and 25 miles per hour, still enduring wind gusts upwards to about 30. But as mentioned, putting that chill in the air. This is what it feels like at this lunch hour. 14 in Covington, 6 in Hot Springs. Feels like 34 in Roanoke and only 38 in Danville. Now, as we continue through the rest of the day today, we are going to still endure these strong winds out of the northwest. These are your sustained speeds, and at times going to be gusting upwards to about 30 miles per hour, potentially higher towards the peaks. That's thanks to this boundary just off to our northwest. We'll continue to see some upsloping snow showers in the afternoon with the passage of this boundary, so giving us a reinforcing shot of some cold air. But hey, at least we get to enjoy the sunshine, right? Temperatures tonight will be falling into the 20s. Feel like temperatures in the single digits and teens. The wind, though, it'll finally go away tomorrow. We'll see sunny skies thanks to some high pressure situated nearby, but it's still going to be downright chilly. Afternoon highs, much like today, will be topping out in the 30s as well as the lower 40s. Now, Friday will be dry, and then we turn our attention to the weekend. We're tracking a coastal low that's going to be near Florida, near the Florida Panhandle, kind of skirt across Florida. Notice we're seeing rain showers towards the Carolinas. High pressure, though, looks like it potentially could be our dominant feature, but notice that we had cloudy skies on Saturday. We will see a mixture of sun and clouds on Sunday. There is a very small potential that we could see a stray shower near the Virginia-North Carolina state line, but that's basically it. If this high pressure can stay locked in place, we could potentially have a completely dry weekend. Looking ahead to early next week, we're looking at mild conditions thanks to the jet stream surging well off to the north, allowing all this warmth. We're talking highs in the 50s, guys. Today, certainly not going to be the case. A lot of sunshine, dealing with the gusty wind, staying in the 30s across the NRV Highlands. We're talking the 20s into the 40s for the rest of us this afternoon. But again, with that wind, it's going to be feeling about 10 degrees colder than that. 38 the expected high in the NRV today, 40 for tomorrow, 40 is the expected high today in the Highlands, and lower 40s on the way for Thursday, mid to upper 40s in the next couple of days for Southside. Lynchburg extended forecast. We're looking at 43 for today. Plenty of sunshine. We keep the sunshine going into Thursday. We're still in the 40s. Notice by the time we roll around to Friday, we're in the 50s, and then we have cloudy skies on Saturday. We're all going to see those cloudy skies. It's thanks to the wedge that's building in. Notice First day of winter on Saturday, highs will be in the 40s. Sunday, we're back into the 50s. We're keeping a stray shower mention. And then as we head into the work week next week, temperatures heating up to the 50s to near 60 degrees. Patrick.
See those temperatures heading up. Thank you, Beverly. New at noon, a Lynchburg jury's convicted this man, 33-year-old Troy Beasley, of second-degree murder and aggravated malicious wounding. Beasley shot and killed Andre Watson in April of 2018. He also shot Shanae Skinner. Her injuries have left her visually impaired. The jury recommended a total sentence of 76 years and a $200,000 fine. Under pressure from the public, San Francisco police released video of a controversial police shooting. The incident happened the morning of December 7th as officers responded to calls of home and car break-ins. When officers tried to question 26-year-old Jamaica Hampton, he attacked one of the officers with a glass liquor bottle. He then runs from officers who chase him with guns drawn. At one point, he appears to charge the officers, who opened fire, hitting him 3 times. Hampton is badly wounded and was sent to the hospital, where he's still recovering. Last night, angry people met with officers who released the body camera video, along with pictures of the bottle and the injuries one of the officers suffered.
It doesn't look like there was enough for Mr. Hampton to be a threat to the officer.
These people, this system, you all with your guns, 20 times on a young man with nothing but a bottle. You are the problem.
This was the first San Francisco police shooting since June of 2018. The investigation into a missing Texas mother and her newborn baby has gotten more intense. As Sam Brock explains, the FBI has now joined the search, and we're hearing from the parents of the missing woman.
The search is intensifying. FBI teams going door to door at this suburban apartment complex.
I see kids like this on the news, but you never think it's going to be yours.
And 2 puzzled parents, Tammy and David Broussard, trying to make sense of what's happened.
Whoever it is that has her and knows anything, just please come forward.
It's been 6 days now since their 33-year-old daughter Heidi and their 3-week-old granddaughter Margot vanished without a trace. Heidi's car still in the parking lot near her apartment with a baby car seat inside.
Something happened. She would not just leave.
Oh, no, she wouldn't do nothing like
her
this.
son, she'd never leave her son.
Broussard also has a 6-year-old son. She dropped him off at school last week, shortly before disappearing.
Our assumption is that they're alive, and the sooner that we can find them, the better.
Investigators have ramped up search efforts, but say they have no person of interest. They're also not sure if the disappearance is nefarious or if the mother left of her own accord.
She wouldn't leave. Not without an ID. All of her cash was in her purse. Her whole purse is here.
Broussard's boyfriend fighting back tears as he talked about his suddenly empty apartment and the baffling circumstances surrounding his girlfriend and daughter.
There is an independent search group just waiting with people and technology for the FBI to give them the green light. There's also a church group that's going to be going out this weekend, continuing their own search there as well. In Austin, Sam Brock, NBC News.
The 911 call that sparked rolling manhunt for the accused murderer Michael Brown is revealing new details about what happened that day. Brown's grandmother, Diane Hansen, was the one who called police. She immediately told them she thought it was Michael tapping on the window of her home on Tillett Road. Brown's mother, Vanessa Hansen, was also there. Much of the more than 4-hour call to 911 is just listening to the two talk inside the house. It details how Brown's mother was desperate to talk to him.
You're not making a good judgment. Talk to him. You don't know what his mind is like. I do. No, you don't. Look what he's done. You don't know. This is not your baby. Stop saying that. He's killed. He'll always be my baby. He's making bad choices. Oh, my God.
Police caught Brown 2 weeks later at the scene of the alleged crime in Franklin County. He remains in jail ahead of his court hearing in March. The town of Vinton becomes the latest to declare itself a Second Amendment sanctuary. The proposal passed town council by a 4-1 vote. That move is seen as mostly symbolic, as Vinton is in Roanoke County, which voted for a similar resolution last month. Dozens of other localities in Southwest Virginia have pledged to support the Second Amendment. Yesterday, the Franklin County Board of Supervisors voted unanimously to approve its resolution, leading to cheers and standing ovation from a crowd of hundreds. The list of counties and cities, as well as towns, it continues growing, now standing at 90. We've got that complete list for you if you want to see it on WSLS.com. 16 historic sites have been added to the Virginia Landmarks Register, 3 in Southwest Virginia. They're the Doctors Building in Danville. It's a 3-story brick veneer building completed in 1957. In Pulaski, the Draper Historic District covers 40 acres of a village that came together in the Draper Valley and formed into a railroad depot community in the late 1800s on Norfolk and Western Railroad's Cripple Creek Extension, which is today a recreational trail. And in Highland County, the 1856 Greek Revival-style McDowell Presbyterian Church was also added. Today is the last day of operations for the Roanoke Valley SPCA until repairs are made to its building. All workers and animals will have to get out of that facility while the work is done. As we've reported, the soil and bedrock underneath the SPCA are compact or sturdy enough to support the building, causing serious foundation damage. Crews will fix the problem by digging holes in the floor and shoring up the foundation. Work's expected to take about 6 weeks. All animals are either being adopted or fostered. Staff will work in a temporary location while the work is done. And that is our time together here at midday on WSLS.com. We will have continuing coverage throughout the day with the impeachment hearing on television at WSLS 10. We will see you later today with the news updated all day here on WSLS.com.